Howdy, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Went, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And today I'm joined with Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen's another local Houstonian who's actually referred in here by Miss Angela and Mr. Troy. Those are two patients that came in and did videos with us about a week ago, and they've referred lots of family and friends in. And Mr. Allen here has done the same. He's also referred his son in and a lot of other families and friends. So again, I want to thank you, Mr. Allen, first off for doing that, because that's a huge kudos to me and makes me feel great that you trust me to bring in all those families and friends and trust me with their health and their spinal care. So first off, I want to thank you for that. This is Mr. Allen's second treatment here with us. We didn't get his first ring dinger on video, but we're going to make sure and memorialize his second for him. Mr. Allen, I want you to tell them a little bit about your first experience here, because I know you dealt with a chiropractor a while back and you only saw them one time. So how did that differ for this treatment versus when you saw that chiropractor a long time ago?
Because I didn't have to get twisted.
Yep, and that's one of the main things.
The twisting thing scares the hell out of me.
Yes, sir, and that's
it did. And they wanted to pack me on ice and all. No.
Yep.
I ain't doing that.
And see, a lot of patients report those same things, that they went to a chiropractor, got put on their side and twisted, and actually felt worse leaving the office. So what they're referring to is known as a side posture Gonstead adjustment. It can be done properly, but for the most part, there's a lot of doctors these days who kind of just put you on your side and crank start you like they're starting a Harley Davidson, and that's not how Clarence Gonstead intended the technique to be performed. And so that's why we stick with a drop technique here. And also with drop techniques like this, it's a lot easier on the doctor. Docs who are out there practicing 20, 30, 40 years with the side posture technique, they actually cause a lot of shoulder injuries and rotator cuff injuries.
We don't need you.
Exactly, and that's why I want to stay healthy too. So that's why we do the drop technique here. But we're going to show you guys how we help Mr. Allen here. He's dealing primarily with some neck pain, which is still stiff on him a little bit today after that first ring dinger. And he also reported a little bit of tightness on the lower right-hand side of his low back when he was watching some TV the other day. But other than that, these numbers are looking really good here. None of the sharp shooting leg pain anymore. Good, just having a little bit of that stiffness, a little bit of the soreness I told you about as well. Because he got adjusted for the first time here last week, or earlier this week actually. And so he's still dealing with a little bit of the soreness, but again, that's completely normal with what is going on with this office, because we do a lot of adjusting here, as you know. So we're gonna start with the posture first. I'll have you stand right here in front of this mirror. Good, I'll have you flex that head all the way forward, all the way backwards. Good, back to neutral. Good, and I already showed Mr. Allen all this, but he's looking much better than that first visit. We've got that head back up over our shoulders. Still got a little bit of a right head tilt, you see that? With the left rotation, from sleeping on your side probably, on that right hand side with your head rotated to the left. Or driving, lots of driving these days too. But the spacing between our pelvis is looking great. When he first came in, we had a lot of left translation in that pelvis, and the head was forward and to the right, which is a common pattern that we see with side sleepers. That's how we know that a lot of patients sleep on their side, but they think we're all in the bedroom looking at them or something. That's how we all know. But so we're gonna lay you down first here. Actually, is your second treatment, so we're going to decompress you first.
Where you want me?
I'm going to have you go butt here, head up this way. We're going to get you a home run ring dinger right before the holidays.
Wrap it right.
Get wrapped it right, huh? Yes, sir. I always do better when there's a camera around.
I understand. Same
with football, too. I used to be a collegiate athlete over at St. Houston State. My favorite games were always when we were on ESPN primetime.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yes, sir. Make you play better.
Right.
So have you scoot up just a touch for me right there. Perfect. I'm going to tilt that foam piece just out of the way right there. Good. I want you to stay flat for me. Good. If you rotate, that'll rotate your pelvis, and I want that rotation in your spine as well. Got you in there good and snug, huh?
You do.
Miss Lucy, you got any questions for him? He's pinned down right now. You can ask him anything you want.
Oh, you can't have the credit card.
All right, let's have you lift that head for just a second for me. Good. Relax it all the way back. Maybe take a nice deep breath in through that nose, and then go all the way out. And then wiggle your left big toe for me. Oh yeah. There we go. Home run. And look, I know all the audiences were wanting to see it. He's still kicking. Even higher now, huh? Not nearly as bad as that first one, huh? They get easier with time. So we're gonna go upper right here. I'm gonna tilt with me to the right hand side. Good. Tilt left. Yes, sir. You're even being more cooperative today than last week, or earlier this week.
It's not
And that's-
it's a patient first.
Well, I'll tell you, last Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was that you came in for that first visit, we didn't get as much movement on those rotatory breaks right there.
Mhm.
But after getting the decompression, I know you felt a lot more movement today in that cervical
a lot more
spine.
today.
Yep. That's because, again, that
Yeah.
getting that compressive stress off of those discs and off of those vertebrae make it a lot easier to do those rotatory adjustments. That's something you'll notice as you come in here more often for those tune-up adjustments we talked about. These will get easier and easier every single time.
All right, on my face.
Yes, sir.
Straight.
Yes, sir. You're actually even here today in extension. As I bring it up though, that right leg goes short by about 1/8 of an inch. Not too bad though. Does that tighten up in the low back when I bring those legs up?
Not as much as Monday.
Not as much as Monday. That's a great thing. But we got a little bit of work to do. I know you're feeling that right there.
Going up that right side.
Yep, that's where that tightened up on you the other day
Yep.
too when you were watching TV, huh? Watching Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
It's still tight right there as well. So you can feel this table drop out from underneath you. So we're gonna start on this right side joint again. And you get the easy job again, you just have to breathe and relax. Good. Tighten this lumbar piece up just a bit. There we go. I'm gonna move up into the lumbar spine. I know you already know this, but these could be a little tender at first. L4, L3. Last one here, okay? Good. Still even in extension. Still gets a touch short on me on the right hand side. I think that's coming from a little bit of this muscle contraction. So I'm gonna stick an elbow in this right QL down here. This is your quadratus lumborum. This is the natural weight belt of your spine. This is what helps stabilize that entire lower spine and pelvis. So all I'm doing when I'm doing this technique here is I'm taking my elbow and just finding a tight spot, tight muscle, and I know you feel that here. But then I'll hold that steady pressure for about 20-30 seconds. And most of the time you will feel that muscle eventually just relax and kind of melt underneath that tension that I'm holding.
Right there.
Yep. Good, nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. A couple more spots here just to make sure we got you taken care of.
The dude's tight.
It was. You were correct. That one right there too.
Mm-hmm. That's where she
So,
beats me at
Miss
night.
Lucy, when he wants to get tortured at home, just have him go face down and shove an elbow down here in his low back, huh?
That's where she beats me. At night.
That's why you're really hurt. It wasn't the Yellowstone show the other day. Now the truth comes out. So we like to have a little fun in here too. That's why we like patients like you, Mr. Allen. Keep it light. Alright, so we're gonna move up into this thoracic spine now. You take a nice deep breath in through that nose, go it all the way out. One more here on this right hand side. Nice deep breath in. All the way out. Good. I know you felt those mid-thoracics. You don't get that loud, satisfying crack, but I know you felt that movement in there. Last one here on this left-hand side. I'm actually going to switch sides here. One more nice deep breath in, all the way out. Really let those shoulders just kind of drop, 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 drop. Oh yeah. There we go. All right, you're gonna feel your head popping up next, okay? Mr. Allen was one of the first patients I've had that when I mentioned the soreness after the first time of getting adjusted, he said, bring it on. He's ready for that soreness, huh? Because you know that means we're making changes.
Mm-hmm.
right. Have you go face up for me now, please, sir. You said you got your daughter now already wanting to come in, huh?
Yeah.
She's seen some of those
She's
other
been
videos.
she's been having back problems for years.
Yeah, well, you said she's younger, so getting them checked younger rather than later is when you're gonna help avoid those issues that come later on in life.
I got two daughters that
Snowball. Well, hey,
one's 38 and one's 13.
you're welcome to bring them in anytime. And again, like I told you up front, the 13-year-old can't get the decompression technique, but we can still adjust her on this BioPhysics table, and she can find a lot of relief just from that. As well as going through the other exercises and stuff that we show patients. Those will all also be very beneficial for her to start at a young age. Good.
That was the last time somebody done that to me. I punched him in the nose.
Well, I appreciate you not doing that to me here today. This is about the only place in town you can come get beat up and pay for it and still feel better when you leave, huh? I'll have you go arms off this side like a big old T, and I'll get you to scoot down about a ½ inch more. And really get those shoulders over the thoracic piece here. About a ½ inch more. Perfect right there. A little tiny here. Shoulders are a little heavier than Miss Lucy's. Got a little extra muscle up there. Good. On these clavicles next. Two more here, okay? Last one. Alright. I'm gonna decompress you from the lower end.
Alright.
You can't get out of here without me pulling your leg.
I understand.
Oh yeah. Should have felt that from your knee all the way up into your low back, did you?
They help?
Good. I'm gonna have Miss Lucy grab the other end. We're just gonna pull on either side and make it 6 inches taller. Huh? Oh yeah, a little more. There we go. Right, have you sit up and face me now? Swing those legs all the way around.
You look beat up.
Huh? I've been pulling my leg.
You saying you're looking beat up? You look like you just left the bar or something, huh? After a good night.
Right?
Mr. Allen, I know we're getting close to the New Year's here. Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you have on your board this year?
Yeah, I'll turn my hearing aids down where I ain't gotta listen to all this shit.
Oh my God.
Nice. I know you felt that one too.
Making a video said be nice.
I was being nice. I wasn't gonna take my hearing aids out.
There we go. Oh. Yep.
There it went.
Crack addicts are gonna love you, that's
Right.
for sure. And your sense of humor. We'll have to get you, Angela, Troy, everybody in here for a video one day. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, being as they all work for me, I can arrange that.
Hey, let's do it. We'll just block off a whole afternoon and get all y'all in here. Right.
We have a crack party.
Yes, sir, we will. Come to the licensed crack dealer. So we're gonna shoot you next. Have you bend that head forward and all the way backwards? Good, and back to neutral. Look in the mirror now. How much further that head is over our shoulders this time. Remember when you came in, you still had a little bit of that forward head posture going. We're much improved now. You're probably taller than me now, I think.
No, you're still tall.
It's just the hair.
You're 6'2".
That's only because I've been getting ring dingers since I was 19.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd be 5'11".
Wow.
And I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true or not. Although I do feel taller every time I get a ring dinger.
You know, the Egyptians used to stretch yourself.
Oh yeah, old school bone movers. We learned about all that in Philosophy 1 at Palmer College of Chiropractic. We had all kinds of the hieroglyphics where they draw on the walls and stuff, two of them almost looking like torture machines, where they got something attached, a rope attached to each limb, and they're just stretching the people out. And sometimes patients think on the video that's what we're doing here, but you guys know very well that that's a specific adjustment for the spine, and you feel that every single time you come in here.
It does feel a lot better this time.
Good. So I want you to show me that homework again. Shoulders up and back, chin straight back, and then extend as far back as we can. Good. Little tap there. Little tap there. Now relax. Good. Now same thing where you just bend that head forwards and backwards. Good. Even more extension now too. Should feel like we put a little WD-40 in there, huh?
Well, I could even after the first one, I could turn my head sideways.
Yep. And you haven't been able to do that in a while, huh? Without some
Turn my
stiffness
shoulders.
or some restriction in there.
So
yeah.
it's, I know I'm sore,
Oh yeah, but
but
hey,
I've
you,
had my ass whooped before. You gotta get past the pain to get to the glory.
like you said, bring it on, huh? You ready for that soreness?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Allen, I can't thank you enough for coming in here yourself and
Thank you.
referring all the family and friends in here. Can't wait to see who else you bring in because everyone's had a great personality so far. They've been some of my favorite patients.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
So I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, but also to all the crack addicts out there, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We hope you guys add Advanced Chiropractic Relief onto New Year's resolution. Go ahead and make an appointment, come on here and see us, and we'll take care of you just like we did Mr. Allen today. Is anything else?
Well, you know, I had injections done in my lower back.
Yep.
I had steroid injections.
Epidural steroid injections.
And I had regenerative shots into my back, and this was all just 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. It did well. It did really well. So I went back to my spinal doctor and asked her if it was okay if I did this. She says, as long as they don't hurt you. I said, well, you just lay down.
Yep.
You don't do nothing.
No,
So
you get the easy job. You get to breathe and relax.
it does make a difference. So even though that I've had my lower back and the sciatic stuff being taken care of, this has made.
You can still feel the
I don't
benefit
have the
on top
pressure.
of that.
I don't have the pressure.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's done well.
We gave you a home run today and got all that pressure out of there for the holiday
popped the
season.
shit out of it.
Well, again, Mr. Allen, thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wint, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas, and we'll see y'all soon.